All right, guys, here we're talking about Insatiable, Season 1, Episode 11.
I have something that I have to get through before we talk about what happened in this episode.
What do you got?
I apologize in advance for even doing this. I'm not sure what happened. So the timeline of my life involved me. I watched this episode really early in our because we film these every week. We'll do a little shop talk here. I watched episode 10 kind of late in 1 week. Then we filmed over the weekend like we're doing right now. Then I almost immediately watch episode 11.
Okay.
Right. So episode 10 ends with that a cake eating thing.
That's super effective,
super
dramatic mouth noise,
damn
ending,
or whatever,
crying,
right?
Eating a whole sheet cake, getting a sheet faced.
She got sheet faced, and I wonder if that did something to my brain or something like that. I'm not sure, but so I'm gonna paint a really grim picture and then kind of take some, walk it back a little bit and be not really. But while I'm watching this episode, I was I think I'm gonna mentally consider episode 10 the series finale, and this to be some extra whatever stuff or something like that. Because for some reason, and I watched the episode again just to make sure, and the second time I didn't feel like it was as bad, so I'm not sure if maybe I was having a bad minute or something like that. But
okay.
Everything felt worse, the editing and in particular, to some degree the lighting. It felt like they didn't have coverage for all their scenes. It felt like someone else DP'd this or directed this or they edited this or something went wrong or something like that, from a technical aspect, right? And then from just an overall aspect, it just felt like this is all they were acting like there was a time skip, but there really wasn't a big time skip. It was a week, and the character motivations and the stuff and it was all
to the point of a time skip. They did seem to show her looking heavier almost instantly.
It was weird. This felt like the season premiere of season 2 of the show, but the show sucks now to me.
I felt no difference in editing, tone, visuals, lighting.
I figured
the only thing I noticed was how they played up her weight more,
okay.
and it did not seem like that could have been long enough. You ate a sheet cake. How much weight do you think you could gain?
Well, it opens up with her, and she's been binging for a week, and I don't know how that works or how quickly
you can gain weight fairly quickly, but it looked and maybe it's that they're usually showing her in clothes that make her look perfectly skinny, and this time they didn't for some reason, because it looked like there's a little bit of puff here and there, but by the end of the episode she looked like her normal skinny self, so hard to say.
I wonder what's going on with all that too, but I don't know what happened to me then. Why everything felt so shitty to me? It was really, really weird.
You were sick.
That doesn't usually happen to me, but it just felt like I wanted to go back to other episodes to watch stuff because it was jarringly bad. I thought I was holy crap, this is awful. Violating all these things that took me out of it and made me think this is so cheap and crappy. This is.
Do you have any examples of these things?
Nothing super specific or egregious, just overall shot to shot. Like when I watch something, right? We're doing a 2-shot, so I'm seeing over someone's shoulder, and we cut while the person who's back you're still seeing, and you can tell often that their face is not moving the same way. They're not really saying that line right now, right? So I forgive some of that stuff, but this felt so much worse. Characters would be mid-movement, and then it would cut, and they'd be almost in the same place on the screen, but now it's from the other side, and they're not moving anymore, and weird stuff. It was really bad. I was what's going on here? And the whole show may have been this bad, and I just didn't notice, or for some reason. It was really, really weird.
I've not noticed a difference in any way. Yeah. Not to say it's not there.
No, I don't know.
Did not notice any difference.
And this is not a thing people would all, because most people watch things and they think about the people in it, what's happening, what are they saying, what are they doing. Then they might think about how good the acting is. Then you might notice if some scene's really good or really bad, right? It takes a while to get down to this type of thing, but every now and then something really takes me out of it and makes me think something is awful or something like that. But that's why I tried to frame it like this. I watched it again and it didn't seem as bad, but I'm not sure if I was just used to it. I think not every scene or every shot of the episode. It seemed like certain locations or certain characters on certain days where they filmed might have been cheaper or something or whatever. It's very weird. And like I said, I'm not even sure what's happening.
Again, I could be lying. Might not have happened at all.
I have no idea, but it was just something that I wanted to bring up in case anyone in our audience felt the same way. I can validate you because IMDb does per episode ratings for things. and like I start scrolling down and I see like 7 point something, 7 point something, and I scroll down half expecting or hoping or wondering, is episode 11 going to be like a 5 point something? Do like more people say like, what's going on with this show? What happened or whatever?
8.2. You're like, damn it, they liked it more.
Yeah, like did y'all run out of money or whatever? But that's optimistic. No one's rating them based on.
And was there any difference in rating?
No, they're all consistent for the whole season or whatever. So I was like, okay, maybe I am crazy. I can't tell here or whatever. I just wanted to put that out there. It didn't color my like. Now we're going to talk about what happens and what they do, what they say or whatever. But I had to get that out of the way because I might have made a comment later or something about some weird thing and mixed it together.
Yeah, so she's trying to fix her life in this episode, trying to bring back all the damage she did in the last episode. She pretty much tore down every friendship and relationship and things in our previous episode. And
I didn't like
this. Trying to break it back around.
Now we're talking about writing again. Sorry. So I don't want to say that she decides to fix her life for no reason because they use the Drew Barrymore thing as a reason. Yes. But that reason kind of sucks. And it's only been a week, and she just goes, wait a minute, Drew Barrymore wouldn't do bad things. I shouldn't do bad things. It felt very lame and bad to me.
And for a person obsessed with Drew Barrymore, lining up with the moment of the first time you actually get to see her in real life, I can see an epiphany happening. It didn't strike me as super out of context with anything that she's done in the past, because she's done a lot of dumb things, and motivations have been dumb. Even in this episode later on, we have some very dumb motivations.
Sure.
But as far as a reason, a spark,
she sets out
fine,
to do the
whatever.
Thing, yeah. So she wants to go to Nani and say, "Yo, I got tickets to Drew Barrymore."
Yes.
Right,
so she uses Choi to help her set her up, and Choi is just the worst actor ever.
Patti!
As an actor in the show where he is acting, not his actual acting.
Well, Choi's a bad actor. Whoever plays Choi is
a great actor. Yes.
Yes. Exactly.
So there's that.
And Nani's like, no, bitch, don't you get it? This is up to me now.
And she's very right in her point, where it's like, if I'm the one that said we need a break, I am the one that has to decide when we're not going to be on a break.
There we go.
Get away from me. And I was like, well, that's kind of well said.
Bitches be crazy. No, and she has to put the cherry on top. I don't even like Drew Barrymore anymore. I like Charlize Theron now.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And clearly she's lying.
Yeah, because who likes Charlize Theron? That's an obvious lie.
Most of the world. But that'll come back around later. Yeah. We get some great stuff with, her
Coralie.
Coralie.
Well,
sure.
It depends on what you're talking about. I shouldn't just guess a name.
I couldn't
Who
think
are you talking about?
The preacher's son's name. What the hell is his name?
Oh, Christian.
Christian. Goddamn ironic name.
Did you think it was great or awful?
Oh, it's awful.
Okay.
Where Christian's gone full-blown stalker mode.
But this is so mishandled. I'm so upset by this. Do you agree? This is so bad.
I liked Brick's approach on it, and we finally got to see. It was like, yes, Brick would beat Christian.
Yes!
Jesus Christ, obviously.
But like Brick goes to 11 as well, and it's not like uncalled for because of how much they cranked up Christian being a stalker. But I really think that we could have benefited from at least a few minutes of like, we're not sure if Christian's really a creep or not, and Patti has to deal with that.
Yes.
We just turned
it
like
very
last episode
easily could have been him just literally trying to woo her back and not been a mad, crazy person.
Throw in like a misdirect or something to make me question the whole thing, because here they play music like it's so obvious that she's actually. And do you want to just cut to the end where like we finally open that gift? Regina, this is a shot that looked really crappy when she like falls into the window and jumps on the bed and does all that stuff. Regina,
that's just her character,
the crazy cat burglar person or whatever.
Because she now knows that Patty's not staying at her house. There's no one there.
So
she needs a house. She's moving in.
Come on, Dumpling. I found us a place to stay and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But she opens the thing, and it's from Christian to Patti, and it's like a bracelet. And there's some comment about like I'm never gonna let you go or something like that. So I assume it has like a tracker in it.
Well,
or something.
That's what threw me here.
Yeah,
is that was what I was assuming. I was like, okay, it's gonna be something like that. Yeah. And later she's gonna get kidnapped in place of Patti because he's gonna be looking for where you are. This, that, and the other thing.
I'm thinking,
but that didn't happen.
I'm thinking she's in a bathroom stall. And Christian goes in to try to like talk to Patti and like corner her there, but Regina's actually in there, and Regina likes young, dudes or whatever, and Christian's life is all derailed or whatever, and then they're gonna end up doing.
So that's obviously not gonna happen, though.
Probably not.
The only thing that could happen if you wanted anything to happen with her is that spoilers. The episode ends and Christian's kidnapped Patti, as far as I can understand.
Oh, you think it was Christian?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's my interpretation is that is Christian kidnapping
Possibly,
Patti,
yeah.
and maybe wherever he takes her, you also have the mom there because he had kidnapped her first, thinking that was her.
Thinking that it was Patti with the time skip.
Also, I think we're reading in a lot that there's even a tracker in that bracelet. It's probably not. It's probably just a stupid gift.
That's so upsetting. Okay, so here was what I'm not even gonna call it a prediction because you're absolutely right. They're not gonna do anything I want to do. I wanted Stella Rose to be kidnapping Patti, and it's all been a ploy, and Magnolia's in on it, and like Roxy's trying to set up to like destroy Bob and all that stuff. So that's why they like are doing this like maneuver because it's like a dart gun, right? Which Stella Rose would have access to because of all that rodeo stuff that she's involved in. So she probably has some veterinarian like kit to like bring down a bull or whatever. I pictured you're going to get
something from Christian saying,
no, it'll be that
summer in Siberia where I was a monkey handler. And like, what?
No, it will be. You're right. But I'm so upset that it's not what I want it to be. Because that's perfect. Stella Rose, gets like one more cameo episode and is all because next episode's the last episode, right?
I believe so.
There's 12 or 13. I think there's 12.
I could be confused, but
I thought there was 12.
I thought 12 was.
There might be one more episode, so I want that. I want Stella Rose. No, Bob, you get nothing. It's all oh my god, and Roxy's like whatever, and then because Magnolia was the one who suggested to Barnard to go make amends with Roxy, and then Roxy just shows up at their house crying, knocking over their garbage and all that stuff. It's very weird and obvious.
No, I would not be surprised if there's some weird trick happening with Roxy anyway. But my thought was Christian. My thought was Christian.
Yeah.
I think it's dumb that she was even remotely considering kidnapping this girl. And what is your plan? Oh, I'll wear a costume and I'll use the vehicle from where I work so that no matter what, it's tied down to the one of 4 people. 2 of them live together, so they always have an alibi, and you're the other one. Like, come on.
Okay. But I like her hola and her the stupid mustache, and the costume is so stupid, and her in the car of like trying to it's like the touchscreen's not registering with their stupid gloves. The whole thing was so stupid that I really enjoyed that. Like that, and like that's a location, and like the camera work on her snorri camming, like falling down or whatever. That whole sequence I liked a lot. That was awesome. And her dumb.
I laughed out loud a lot, but I was also screaming at the screen like, "What are you doing? Why would you do this? You're such an idiot. Everything you want is coming back to you, and you're like, let me just make criminal charges. I'm 18 now. Well, I could go to jail forever. And let's do this."
And who inspires her? Was it Regina? Regina wouldn't take no for an answer. She's right. I shouldn't be nice. Yeah. And her whole dumb thing. Yeah. No, I like that because that's the pattern.
Is it called the vajazzle?
Tampazzle.
Vajazzle's way better. That's the one I thought about.
Yes. Vajazzle like bedazzle. Oh, and Jason Statham. After last episode, I thought about it more, and I think he would have sold that line better. If you picture Jason Statham in like Snatch or Lock, Stock or whatever, when he's like, "No, Tommy, it's tip top" or whatever, the Germans or whatever. Picture him like that, saying, "It's not tampoozle like bamboozle, it's tampazzle like razzle dazzle." Picture him doing that. No. It's so good. I was like, that random fucking thing I said would have been awesome. Yeah. And just have him inexplicably there. Can we do a shot-for-shot remake of the entire show, bring back all the cast, but change out Alyssa Milano for Jason Statham?
Most definitely.
Got it.
And he was gay the whole time, so it really ruins everything.
It's perfect. That's a gay 3-way. Should we just dive into that?
Yeah. So that's gonna come back to burn somebody.
We kind of called this too, and honestly, they didn't handle it right either.
Well, you had from the beginning, you knew that Bob's wife liked Barnard, and that was just obvious forever. From cleaning his house to doing this and wanting his life, wanting his wife, had the life she wants. He wants everything that person has.
Yeah.
So the idea of stealing him away is nice. Yeah. And there's a lot of emotion in this scene too, though. We're especially coming from Bob.
There's some good performances here.
Bob really has it on his face. And Barnard, actually, no, I take it back. Barnard had the best performance because when he is saying shit and he's tearing up and crying, I just want you to be happy.
When he watched them break down a little and say, "I miss you too," and all that stuff, and his face started doing stuff, and he was doing these. I was like, "Oh, he's acting. Wait a minute, are you an actor? I didn't know you were an
real actor.
I didn't realize you were an actor this whole time." Yeah, no, I was very impressed with that.
No, that man is classically trained.
So he might be British. It's possible.
What was the show? Was it Chuck? Not Chuck.
I have no idea.
One of those. He had a show for 4 seasons.
Oh.
And then he was in some other stuff.
He's a TV guy.
Yeah.
I've never seen him before in my life. Okay. I don't watch television.
Was he in Harper's Island? Was that him too?
Oh, whoa. Okay.
I think he may have been the main character of that. He's one of those guys where I'm like, he's in a lot of things, but like he kind of like goes over the head and you don't give him the credit he deserves.
Yeah, like he was the taking off my shirt guy. I make specific jokes types, type of jokes guy. But I said like last episode or the episode before, some of the moments with him and Bob, that like quick kiss or whatever. There's a scene here. I want to clip it out for like nefarious reasons, but there's a thing where like Bob's like, but look at us, we're supposed to be happy, and then Barnard goes, yeah, gay, and does like a thing or whatever. It's such a great. He like nails. There's like a flash of something on his face that then like goes away, and he kind of like looks at him more seriously. It's a really good moment.
He's cooking shirtless at some point. He's like, they're gonna be here any minute. Ding dong. Oh, they're here.
Let's go.
Shirt.
Yeah. No, all there. But again, like that all
they have good chemistry.
Those scenes felt like there was more of a time skip. It felt weird to me to have it be so quick or whatever. And like that's.
But they even mentioned
that's
like
the joke.
He says something like, "We're like lesbians. We live together after the week or something."
They totally paper over it or acknowledge it or band-aid it, right? The other, we're doing the Bob versus Barnard situation, right? So Barnard says like, it's like a honeymoon. Come on, this is all right. You have to grieve for your old life. Does all those fucking accent thing. I'm like, oh, this is great. This is good stuff here. We're chewing through. And like Magnolia and Brick show up, and Magnolia's like, well, just be yourself. We can do this. And Brick's like, we cannot do this. I hate you. And he even says like, I don't care if you're gay. You're just destroying two families like it's nothing. And I was like, yeah, Brick.
No, Brick more and more becoming like the realist character out there, the person you can support the most. Has lost but has the most to gain, and I think rightfully so. He deserves some things, and I think that he is the key, to Patti's happiness and so on and so forth, and bringing everything full circle.
That moment of talk about picking the wrong guy with like everything, I was like, oh crap, yeah. And she did, right? She kind of used him to act out on her own stupid fantasies of her new life.
But what's so great is that so Brick was the one she liked from the beginning. She liked Brick, but for completely different reasons. She just liked him physically. I don't think she really seemed to know anything about him. And now that you meet him, you're like, no, he's like the nicest fucking guy. And there's like, you should like him for that. Then it's like, oh, he's also like the captain of the fucking wrestling team, and he's a good-looking kid, and he defends your honor. Like he's the fucking white knight of the South.
He's an honorable dude, but again, to go back to other criticisms, he's not perfect, right? But that's good. Yeah. He's been a little rash with stuff. He had that affair with like Regina, but he's even talked about his feelings and his thought processes, right? He's like a real character.
But when you look at even the him cheating on his girlfriend, the girlfriend was like a bitch to him.
Yes,
and
it's
wonderful. I'm like, I don't think he had a good relationship to begin with. I don't think he had a good relationship with Regina either. But
no, what I was dancing around it because I forgot the line, but he said a really good line then too about like Regina made me feel like this and she wanted this or that. He said something, right? There was some line, episode like 3 or 4 or something like that. Yeah. It's gone. My brain's been destroyed by my life. But like he said something there where it was like, oh, that's complex. That's not just like wanted to get my dick wet. Sorry, like it was an actual thing or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
no, but like this episode had enough good things in it that I was like, no, this was riding the wave for me into a season finale that I hope will pay off and make things good and potentially be our series finale.
Yeah,
we'll see how it goes.
Well, so that was the thing too. When I was Googling that stuff, I did see conflicting reports. Honestly,
what do you got?
Well, the show is either confirmed canceled or confirmed for season 2, and I'm not sure.
That's an interesting
so like
combo.
So like both things are like out there, but they are out there from like different times. And I was trying to figure. I couldn't tell because I thought, so they announced season 2 early on, but then they canceled it. But then I found something more recent that said there is going to be a season 2, but I can't tell if that's just looking at the first thing and is wrong. I don't know what's going on.
To say? We'll find out.
But I'm very. So do you have anything else to say or think about? You said this is going to bite people in the ass at some point with the 3-way and the situation.
Oh yeah, I don't think that can possibly end well. I worry for Bob that Barnard and his wife will just flee off or like. I don't think that's going to happen per se, but I think he's gonna be like this. In this emotional trap,
I don't think he'll
whenever
be able
he sees that happening, it's like this is my wife and that's what my wild on. And how are any of the families gonna take this? Not well, especially not like Brick, where he's just like, okay, so I have my family back, but some guy's here that I don't like, and he's doing both of you. God damn
I
it.
love doing both of you as the thing. No, yeah. So there were some early hints.
And if you're the wife, if you're Barnard's wife, you just lost everything.
Now she gets to say whatever Coralie just said, which is, wait, you get everything. I get nothing.
And
this
now is the
horrible.
flip side that they all move into Bob's house.
Yeah.
Because that might be it. And then you have Bob, Brick, Patti, Barnard, Bob, and what's her name? Alyssa Milano? Coralie.
It's weird. I'm not sure how it's going to work. I like that they're exploring this territory, but it is weird. And I don't think that they quite, like you said, they set some stuff up, but it was like, we set some stuff up, then we have question marks, and now we have this. I don't feel like there's like a through, because like, for a while, Coralie was not, a like part of the show. She spent some episodes kind of like away, and there was some talk that Barnard was letting her stay somewhere, but then they just abandoned that entire thing. And Coralie cheats on Bob with someone, but it isn't Barnard. It's just some random guy that has nothing to do with anything. But now she's back, and now this is happening. I felt like you could have tightened that up and turned it, into a thing that made sense or something like that.
We'll see. There's still room for a button.
Yeah, I don't know. No, like, it's fine. I'm interested to see where we're going to go from there, I guess. It just is kind of weird. And I would have liked it if it felt more smooth or something like that.
Yep.
But you're right. The performances were good. I liked some of the stuff there. Alyssa Milano was even doing good stuff that I didn't hate here, too.
Yeah.
It was all fine.
But, like, just think about this as a real-world scenario. We just had, two rivals, both knocked out in a parking lot that's seemingly well lit, that probably has cameras. It's right across from a gas station. There's probably cameras. Even your worst case, so Roxy wakes up, and if she's not taken, additionally, you have Roxy waking up going like, I just got attacked by a taco. There's the taco van right there, unless whoever knocks out
Patti steals the van
too. And maybe she didn't somehow see who shocked her, but I doubt that because she said, "Ola, look up," and then shocked her.
Yeah, no, she like calls attention to herself. I think Ross is gonna wake up and be like, "Patti Bladell in a shitty mustache attacked me with a stun gun."
Yeah, and her plan was, "I'll pick her up, drive her to the middle of nowhere, and leave her there."
Yeah,
like
in the
Wiener Taco plan.
Movie? Yeah. No, her plan's horrible. I don't know.
But in movie logic, Brick said something like, "You'll be knocked out for 3 hours" or some bullshit which isn't how it works.
Did he say that?
I thought I thought I had some.
Hours maybe. Yeah. No, he does mention the time frame.
Yeah,
and
regardless of what it is,
and that should come into play. So 27 minutes later, it'll be this tense moment. If it's 30 or whatever. Yeah. No, that's I'm not. It's gonna be. I'm not sure how with one episode to go we can really do something here or whatever. No. But I'm very interested to see what they do.
Yeah. No. Very very interested actually, especially if it is the season finale.
Here's the thing. The bracelet said WWDBD.
Yeah, what the hell did that... I was trying to figure out what that was.
What would...
What was it? What would W... Then the three letters...
DB do. So DB.
Drew Barrymore do.
Oh, there you go. So that's like a very thoughtful gift.
Yeah, it is.
Nice. Also the Go-Go Bar we didn't talk about.
Oh, God. I blacked that out.
Sure.
The best part of the Go-Go Bar was when they get home from the Go-Go Bar and it's like, oh, God, what's that? Is it one of those bears coming to get us? I hope so.
We should be so lucky or something. He says like. Yeah, that's pretty good. No, this is that thing, right? Bob and
Yeah, this is not his element. This is clearly Barnard's element.
This is not my scene, and as was hinted at, and now in retrospect. And telegraphed wildly.
What is it? He gets touched by like a greasy man, and then takes the shirt off because it was touched.
And they're like, take it off. This is dry clean only. And then he starts taking it off, and they go, "Yeah, Daddy, take it off." But it's like it's like a bear and like a leather person and whatever. It's a
if you think back to episodes where they're trying to tell a message and say a thing, we're like, "Oh no, all people are people." Like you should be this and that, and then they're like, "Nope, apparently all the gays are wild animals for sex." Like it's such a weird.
It's almost it's one of those things. It's almost trying to say, and forgive me for I'll just censor myself, whatever. Do you remember the Gary Shandling show? There was some old HBO show where and this is so old, so it's like a product of its time, like the 90s or old, very very old. But HBO, I forget. I wish I could. We'll figure it out. One of the main characters' fathers is like gay, and he comes out as being gay super late in life. and they go to like a gay bar.
Okay.
But the guy's dad is like, listen, Steve, I might be gay, but I'm not an F word, whatever, for whatever,
Sure.
right? Because he goes, then he goes, what the hell is this? Ugh, this is gross or whatever. With like the fruity drinks and the dancing and the music, it's so loud in here.
Shorts and neons.
Like he wants a like different situation, right? So this has been an idea. It's obviously been around for thousands of years or whatever. Is like, and this show's almost trying to do that with Bob, where even Brick says, "Oh, you love purses and shoes and you're gay, big whoop or whatever." Who knew, right? That whole thing. But they're trying to use Bob also as a character who is not down with all this stuff.
Sure.
But now if the character turns out to be something that's not technically gay, but he's bi, I guess, and it's this weird thing, then I don't know if that message is going to land right or how that's going to work or whatever.
No.
Right? It feels weird to me.
We'll
also,
see.
like, where is this gay bar? What town is this? This is just happening, and don't those people
It has to be far away because
right?
he was hiding this secret for so long.
I know. He was living this, like, double life going there or doing
Or
whatever,
is it
right?
to be perceived that everyone that goes there is
It's
living a double life and
don't
no
worry
one tells
about it.
anybody? Yeah. What
Probably.
happens
Yeah.
Is that a good name or bad name? Gagus could be a bar.
Gagus.
What happens in Gagus stays in Gagus.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
I was go with Toolbox.
That's taken.
It is. No, I don't know. I don't. There's a lot of stuff like that where it's like that's almost right, but not quite. There's a little something. I don't know. So I have to see because like in the finale, we should get something that's like, here's what we were trying to say all along, right? Like the South Park ending, where someone says, Bob, you can't just do X, Y, Z without expecting A, B, C, 1, 2, 3 to happen. Like some character to do something or say something where I know why we've gone on this journey at the end, right? Like I said, like
nobody should be 100% happy at the end.
Exactly.
Everyone should be like 75% happy
Yes.
and a little bit miserable.
Yes.
And that's the true nature of compromise.
That's what I said a few episodes ago is I thought we were going to go to regionals and not win the crown, but win because we've grown as a person and now we appreciate life differently or something like that.
Yes.
That's apparently not going to happen.
And then walk out having a boyfriend, having your best friend,
Yeah.
having Choi, like having a relationship that's steady. Your
But stuff-
mom comes back, like
Yeah,
whatever.
but like stuff is, or like your mom calls, Bob's like, okay, I'm not going to be your coach anymore, but we're going to do this, like something, right? I'm not your coach anymore, but I might be your, father almost or whatever, right?
Yeah.
All these weird, and like they kept mentioning the daughter who was in Iraq, who's not coming back, I guess, or I guess she might, as some sort of weird like John Candy movie thing where a character shows up and does something at the end, right?
Yeah,
like,
we'll
I don't know what's going on, but
with a gun.
with a trank dart gun. Oh.
Let's not speculate any longer.
No, we're done.
We're very close to seeing this last episode. That was this one. Let us on the console what you thought about it. Don't die in a fire, and we'll see you next time.
Hello, internets. I just love watching JustDaggers. If you've enjoyed this video as much as I have, click that subscribe button. Peace out, homies.